This edition of our Family Law Dialogue deals with permanent spousal support. First, I want to define what permanent means in the context of spousal support. The best way to explain the concept of permanent spousal support is to tell you that it's not temporary. Temporary support was that support payable from the date we file the petition for dissolution of marriage to the date we acquire a final judgment of dissolution. That's temporary support. Support designed to carry the people through the dissolution process, through the litigation. Permanent support is what is put in place when the divorce is over, when the courts and the lawyers are out of your lives. It doesn't mean support will be permanent. It doesn't mean it will last forever. It means it will last until it ends. Support will last as long as the court decides it will last, or until it is terminated by operation of law or agreement. And I'll explain what I mean by that here. First of all, let's talk again about permanent support for a short-term marriage. The presumptively correct duration of support after a short-term marriage, that is one of duration less than 10 years, is 1/2 the term of the marriage. An 8-year marriage would carry with it a presumptively correct duration of support of 4 years. Those rules don't apply with a long-term marriage, that is a marriage of 10 years length or greater. Once we have a long-term marriage, we move into the many factors of Family Code Section 4320 that help the court decide how long support should last and how much money should be paid in terms of permanent spousal support. What we need to look at with these 4320 factors are the ages of the parties, the health of the parties, the time away from the workforce to raise a family that one party may have invested, and quite a number of other factors. I'll give you 2 examples. Let's take a couple of age 32 who have been married for more than 10 years, a long-term marriage. Support is likely not to last very long in that case. The parties just haven't become reliant upon each other for a lifetime of support. Contrast that with a marriage where the parties are 55 years old and have been married for 30 years. Chances are the parties have invested a lifetime of reliance upon one another and are going to be entitled to or obligated for support of a very long duration. But let me talk about that a little bit. I want people to keep in mind the concept of retirement. Spousal support is based on income. When income ends upon retirement, spousal support can end. So the age of retirement is a time when we really need to look at what is the income that the parties are earning for purpose of determining whether support will continue beyond the age of retirement. Frequently, support ends at the age of retirement. I want to talk a little bit now about what retirement means. The appropriate retirement age, the most commonly appropriate retirement age for purposes of considering an end to spousal support is 65 in the world of family law. That can be different in certain occupations. For example, airline pilots are not allowed to work beyond age 60, and so their normal retirement age might be less than other sectors of society. But for purposes of permanent spousal support, we want to look at what happens at the appropriate age of retirement, 65, and decide whether there is income available for support beyond that date. Again, spousal support is based on income, so if a retired person has significant income, they may still have an obligation of spousal support. On the other hand, if retirement means really retiring and moving into maybe a Social Security, a fixed income situation, sometimes retirement means spousal support will end. These are very complex questions, and we have a lot of experience on these issues related to permanent spousal support. We've put together a team here of dedicated professionals. We have over 120 years of combined family law experience. We really can help take a look at your situation and help you predict what's going to happen if a divorce were to take place or if you find yourself faced with divorce. So if you have questions, come on in. I'm sure we can help.